whole way that they're doing management of his. Because they think that he actually has a degenerative knee disease of some sort because of the fact that he's doing that kind of management of his playing time. So the way the article read, it seems like that when he's done playing basketball, he'll be one of those basketball players walking around with a lot of very serious health issues because of what's going on in his body. But they're doing the management of his injury, but it does sound like it's impacting his health. I see we got Zach with me. I'm glad that Zach's with me. But my question for you, Coach Kamar, is I've got this project that I'm working on. I've got this new shelf that I just bought. Well, actually, I got a shelf, a bookshelf, and I got a new what do you call it? A drawer, a chest of drawer. But they were assembly jobs, meaning that I've got to assemble these things. And as Zach knows, I am not the most tool related person. So these things are like trying to kick my backside. I wanted to use another word, but they're trying to kick my backside. So I need to know some coaching tips that you can give me that I don't have these things that are inanimate beating me up. Because right now I think I've got half the drawer done. Well, not even half. I think it's maybe 1/8 of the drawer done, and the bookshelf. All the parts are laying in the living room, so it's not being assembled at all. I did attempt the shelf yesterday, and I got 3 steps done out of a 15-step process. So it's kicking my backside. I need some help and I need some advice on how for it not to kick my backside.
Okay, so when you think about not fixing up the drawer, Mark, what do you feel? How do you feel about it?
I get a little frustrated because I'm sitting there going like, I know that I need to get it fixed. I want to get it fixed so that it will help me just in terms of like some neatness and trying to get some order in my less than ordered house sometimes. So I know it's something that I need to do. So I get frustrated, to be perfectly honest. That's where I get it's
Okay,
frustrated when I'm sitting there looking
so
at it
just
going like,
for a moment, close your eyes and tell me where in the body do you feel the frustration?
usually in my around the stomach area and around the stomach area because it's like getting a little bit of a queasy feeling about not being able to do it. So I would say around the stomach and a little bit above the stomach.
Okay, thank you for sharing. When was the time when you learned that you're not able to do it? When was the first time you said this to yourself? Not only for fixing up the drawer, but for anything in your life.
That's a good question. I would probably think that there were a couple of times that I got frustrated with that in life. Probably something in grade school, and I can't even think of what that was. But there were probably some times in grade school that I got frustrated in not being able to do something like that. So I'd have to reflect
Okay,
back to figure out when in grade school it was. But it was probably in grade school.
okay, so just close your eyes for a moment and invite that young Mark who was frustrated in the grade school for not doing something and just ask him that what were the emotional resource he wanted to come out of that situation or to feel bad and to not feel frustrated.
Completion of whatever that goal was, I thought it was probably some homework, but completion of that probably would have made me feel less frustrated. And I think that that's usually when I get frustrated, even with like these kind of projects. It's like I know that it's something that I need to have done, but I'm not getting it done. So that's when I get frustrated with it. So probably going back to the grade school me, I would probably want and I probably sometimes would reach out trying to get help from the folks and everything, but they were probably busy. And I don't have my brother is much younger. So at the time that I was going through this, he's probably like 3 or 4. So he wasn't going to be much help.
Okay, so the resources for himself, will a little bit of confidence and strength help him in that situation?
Oh, definitely. And that's probably what I need to have now is more of the confidence that I can actually get this drawer fixed and actually knock it out. So yeah, get this shelf done so I can actually put this stuff away.
Okay,
Yeah.
then go ahead and offer him a big balloon of confidence
Okay.
and ask him to breathe all that confidence from that balloon and fill him with lots and lots of confidence.
All right. So I got this. I can do this. All right.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Whew. All right. So
And
I
even
can
if he
tap.
wants any other resource, just give him that balloon, hand it over to him with a balloon of self love or maybe strength, whichever
Hmm.
he feels that he needs, and ask him to breathe that resource.
Okay.
And right now, in that moment, I would like you to invite your mentor, and a mentor can be a saint, a sage, or an enlightened master,
Hmm.
someone you know or someone you might like to know, but
Hmm.
in whose presence you feel safe.
Okay.
And
That would
he has
probably be my.
all the magical powers.
Excuse me.
He has all the magical powers. Your mentor
Oh.
has all the magical powers, and his in his presence, or the guardian angel, if you want to call,
Hmm. Okay.
and you request him to delete this belief that I cannot do it from your timeline, from this life, and from other lifetimes too.
Okay. Cool.
And as he presses the delete button, it's going to delete this older belief I cannot do it from each cell of your body. And you just let me know once that feels complete for you.
That feels a lot better. Less of the stress in the stomach. I can tell you that for sure because I don't feel as
Okay.
much as the stress as before.
Okay. So now, what is the new belief you want to install instead?
A belief that I can get this done and get it done by this afternoon because I got to concentrate on IBM TV now, so I can't build it till after we're done. But I want to put it in my belief that we can get this done in this afternoon.
Okay. So we are installing this for all events of your life. So do not give it a timeline just for the drawer or the bookshelf.
Hmm.
Install the belief that I can do it and I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah, I can do
And
this.
allow your mentor to light up your timeline, which is from this lifetime and any other lifetime. And you can see your timelines of this life and other lives being lightened up with this new belief I can do it, I am capable of doing it.
Oh, yes, I can get this.
And allow him to install this new belief in each cell of your body. And you have to let me know when that feels complete for you.
Yeah, that feels a lot better. I know I can handle this now. Thank you,
Okay.
Coach Kumar.
So now when all parts of you agrees to continue this healing which just took part here, you will open your eyes into the awareness which is inside, same outside.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Now, the other question, I'm definitely going to do that because I feel like I can conquer that now. Thanks a lot. I needed that. And the other question I have for you, Coach Kamar, is because it's raised this question today. How much do you feel dreams play in our reality in terms of our spiritual beliefs and our healing and stuff of that nature? Because I don't know why, we're in the middle of COVID, but yesterday or this morning, I had a dream that I was going to a grocery store, and I'm not even that big of a cook, and they were trying to get a turkey, and I could not get the turkey. So I'm guessing it was around Thanksgiving. I mean, Thanksgiving is many months away from now. Well, not that many, but this is July, so it's 4 months from now. But I couldn't find the turkey that I was looking for. Wound up, I think, substituting it with shrimp or something else. But I know that I was in a grocery store trying to find a turkey. And the other thing that I was doing, which I do know is a bad habit of mine, so it might have been that was being what communicated in the dream, was that I waited until the day before the trying to get this turkey. So I think I was like, if it was Thanksgiving, I must have waited till the day before Thanksgiving. And I do know procrastination is one of my bad habits. So I know that for a fact. So, but I was just wondering, do you think that sometimes dreams are telling us stuff like to address procrastination or some of the other things that are going on in our lives? Because, like I said, I don't always. That's the other thing. I don't always remember my dreams. I know a lot of people swear up and down that they remember every dream that they had as soon as they wake up. But sometimes I wake up and I don't remember what the dream was, or if I remember it, it's gone, and the rest of the day is moving on. But I do remember that dream, and it was probably 4 or 5 hours ago that I woke up. So that one I do remember, and remember a little bit of the details of it. Not a lot of the details, except for those that I just shared. But some other times I'll wake up and I'll be like, I know I had a dream. Don't know what the dream was. But I was just wondering, how important do you think it is for us to reach into our minds and hear what the ancestors or other people, because I do believe in the ancestors, by the way, are saying to us in our dreams?
Okay. So, as you answered your question yourself, that a lot of people, we see dreams but we don't remember it. That is just a replay of our day-to-day activities or whatever is going in our logical mind, which is only 12% of our entire brain. The rest 88% is our subconscious. And as you said that you were looking for turkey and you waited for it, so that could be a representation of you trying to fix your bookshelf, trying very hard for it, and you wanted it and you want to do it. So sometimes there are messages, sometimes there are spiritual messages as well. And the dreams with the messages are the ones which we remember. Sometimes we will remember some vague one also, that uh, I woke up, I had a cup of tea or something very common and normal. But if there is a message hidden in that dream, you will often talk about it to others, as you just shared that one with me, or
Mhm.
you will keep thinking about it. Other ones, even if you remember, you don't give it a head if there's no message for you. So dreams have messages. In this case, what I feel right now is that because you wanted to fix up and you had this belief that I cannot do it, and so sometimes all these beliefs play a role, and then that our subconscious says that okay, this is what you wanted, and this is how you have to do it. Either you have to wait for it, or you have to clear, or you have to leave it. So there are messages in the dreams, of course.
Cool. Yeah, because I've been, and it may be part of the both the African American as well as some of the Native, meaning Native American belief system that is part of my family lineage. But I do sometimes believe that the ancestors, for lack of a better term, try to communicate with us through dreams as well. I don't know that we always listen to them, but I think that they try to communicate. And I think I've even said on this show that I'm a big believer that nature tries to communicate with us sometimes as well. But we have to sometimes pay attention to it, and it might be just a simple message. I remember I ran into a young lady. Actually, she lives above Zach. It's a because we don't stay that far from each other, but she's a Mexican American and everything. And she was having her cat out, and I was just actually making a commentation to her that the cat was getting some of that space that we say that we as humans need. And she was like, "Yep, the cat had to get out and get some fresh air too." But then she had to take the cat back in because the cat was afraid of all of the external impulses that go on in society, whether that's cars or people or whatever. But she was just being observant of the fact that the cat needed to get some air and some fresh air, but the cat also was aware of the space that they were in.
Yeah.
Are we there?
Still here.
All right. So, no, I think that these are much needed conversations. I like the conversation about how do I get this done without blowing up anything. And everyday life can be like that, where one little thing can cause you to snap, right? And I think it's a good idea to take time during the day to reflect on what is that one thing that would make me snap, and do I really want to focus on that, or do I want to focus on what makes me happy and how to avoid